Today we're going to be looking at trade routes between Scotland and China.
What?
Get off your phone!
No.
Just why? You're supposed to be on my side.
At the beginning of the modern era, 1500 to 1815, Scotland was a relatively poor country with difficult terrain and very limited transport options.
Not many areas or settlements in the country traded with each other. International Scottish trading began around the Middle Ages, exporting goods such as copper and lead.
In the 16th century, Scotland faced an economic expansion before England invaded. This then caused disasters like famine. The 16th century also saw a time of greater stability with the beginning of industrial production.
The early 17th century saw economical expansion until the end of the 1630s. However, this was followed by disruption caused by the wars and the English invasion and occupation of Scotland.
你好，我叫 Una.
我叫 Eve, and we're going to tell you a lot about Zhongguo in its older days.
In old times, Sugaland and Zhongguo had a strong trade partnership. In fact, they have the longest trade partnership in history.
There was damage in our Opium Wars in the 1840s and the 1850s.
In both wars, the Western countries won and gained large parts of land in Zhongguo.
The Sugaland Ren, Zhongguo Ren, traded Yinzi, Sichuan, To Chongshuan, Cha, Mifan, and several other metals.
They did so across the Sichuan Zile, which stretches between Ruben and Dijonghai.
Nowadays, Scotland is a global trading giant. Food and drink exports reached 5.5 billion in 2016 and reached more than 421 million in 2015.
In 2016, Scotch whisky exports grew to over 4 billion and single malt whisky reached almost 1.8 billion in the first half of 2017. Scotland exported £12.3 billion to the rest of the EU in 2015.
The rest of the UK receives around 65% of Scottish imports. The remaining 35% are international. Scotland's international exports increased by 41% since the SNP came to office in 2007.
International exports have increased from £20.3 billion in 2007 to £28.7 billion in 2015.
Today, Zhongguo is one of the fastest growing economies in the world.
Everything from Foshuan to gadgets to hair accessories is regularly mass-produced.
The modern world is truly made in Zhongguo, with over 80% of the world's products produced there.
Modern-day Zhongguo is the #1 trading country in the world.
It is part of the World Trade Organization, a trading giant operating in the Pacific region.
The European Union is Zhongguo's most prominent partner, and Zhongguo is the EU's second most prominent partner. They trade Ji, Shi Bei, Foshuan, Jie Lu, and Wo Shui.
Together, they import and export millions of goods all over the world.